I'm 76 years old, and I'm about to tell you something that's going to make you uncomfortable. Everything you think you know about building a successful life, it's wrong. Not partially wrong, not outdated, completely wrong. And the worst part? The people who taught you this, your parents, your teachers, your mentors, they weren't lying to you. They just didn't know any better. Because they believed the same lie. I believed it too. For 50 years, I did everything right. I worked 60-hour weeks. I climbed the corporate ladder. I earned the corner office. I made partner at 45. I had the house, the car, the retirement plan. People looked at me and thought, that's a successful man. And at 65, something happened that destroyed everything I thought I knew about what actually matters. But before I tell you what happened, I need you to understand why I'm making this video. I'm not here to brag. I'm not here to lecture you. I'm not trying to make myself feel wise or important. I'm making this because I'm 76 years old, and the clock is running out. And there are things you need to hear before you make the same mistakes I did. Not mistakes like I should have invested differently or I should have taken that job offer. I'm talking about the kind of mistakes that don't show up until it's too late to fix them. The kind that eat at you in the quiet moments. The kind that make you lie awake at night wishing you could go back and do it all differently. At 65, I retired. That was supposed to be the moment I'd been working toward for 40 years. The payoff, the reward, the beginning of the good life. Instead, it was the day I realized I'd wasted half a century. You see, the company threw me a retirement party. Big celebration, speeches, a plaque with my name on it, a generous bonus. Everyone shaking my hand telling me I'd earned it. And when it was over, I drove home, alone. I walked into my house. It was quiet, empty. Here's the thing nobody tells you when you're young. Success is a terrible goal. And I say this as someone who achieved everything I set out to achieve. I made partner. I bought the house. I earned the respect of my peers. And you know what? None of it mattered. You achieve your goal, and for about 48 hours you feel amazing. Then the feeling fades. You're back to baseline. And I sat down in my living room and thought, this is it. This is what I worked 40 years for. An empty house and a gold watch. My wife had left me 5 years earlier. My kids, they called on birthdays. Maybe. My friends, I wasn't sure I had any anymore. The people at that retirement party, they were colleagues, not friends, colleagues. And the moment I stopped being useful to them, I stopped existing to them. I spent 4 decades building a career, and I was good at it, respected, successful. But I lost my family in the process, not in one dramatic moment, in 1,000 small ones. Every time I chose a late meeting over dinner at home, every time I missed a recital because I had a client presentation. Every time I said, I'll make it up to you later. Now you need a new goal, a bigger achievement, more validation. It's a hamster wheel. Seneca, the Roman philosopher, said it 2,000 years ago. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. I was poor, not financially, but in every way that actually mattered. I had a mentor once, a man I looked up to. He was 20 years older than me, built a company from nothing, multi-millionaire, worked 80-hour weeks his entire life. He died at 72, massive stroke. At his funeral, his daughter gave the eulogy. And you know what she said? She said, "My father was a successful man, but I barely knew him." That hit me like a punch to the gut, because I saw myself in him. And I realized if I died tomorrow, my kids would probably say the same thing about me. Is that the legacy you want? Your regrets won't be about the things you did wrong. They'll be about the things you didn't do at all. I don't lie awake at night thinking about failed business deals. Those don't matter. You know what keeps me up? The anniversary trip to Italy I never took with my wife because I was too busy. The relationship with my brother that I let fall apart over something stupid. The novel I always wanted to write but never started. The weekends I didn't spend with my kids because I was working. These things eat at you. The missed opportunities. The roads not taken. The love you didn't express. The risks you didn't take because you were afraid. The people you love. Your parents, your siblings, your close friends. You think you have unlimited time with them. You don't. And one day that time will run out. My mother died when I was 52, Alzheimer's. It took her slowly, and by the end she didn't even know who I was. And you know my biggest regret? All the Sundays I didn't visit her. All the times I was too tired to drive over. All the phone calls I cut short because I had work to do. There won't always be more time. That's the lie. You think you have forever. You don't. After my retirement, after that empty house, I made big changes. I started saying no to things that didn't matter. I started saying yes to things I'd put off for decades. In these last 11 years, I've learned more about life than I did in the previous 65. What matters is embarrassingly simple. Time with people you love. Work that feels meaningful to you, not to your boss or society. Experiencing things, not owning things. Creating memories. Being present. I know it sounds simple. When I was your age, I would have rolled my eyes. Sure, but I have bills to pay. And yes, you do. I'm not saying quit your job. I'm saying don't sacrifice what matters for what doesn't. Here's a question I want you to ask yourself, and I want you to answer it honestly. If you died tomorrow, would you be satisfied with the life you've lived so far? Not would people be impressed by your eulogy. Not did you achieve enough. Just, would you be satisfied? If the answer is no, then what are you waiting for? What are you doing with your time that's so important that you're willing to gamble your one precious life on it? I'm 76 years old. I've been lucky enough to have good health since retirement. But every morning when I wake up, I'm aware that I'm on borrowed time. We all are, really. But most young people don't realize this. They think they're invincible. They think they have forever. You don't. Your friends, your spouse, your children. None of these relationships last forever. So what are you going to do? Keep putting off that phone call? Keep postponing that trip? Keep telling yourself you'll make time later? Or are you going to wake up today and start living like your time is limited? Because it is. If I could go back and talk to my 30-year-old self, here's what I would say. Stop trying to impress people who don't matter. Stop sacrificing your health for your career. Stop putting off joy until someday. Stop waiting for permission to live the life you want. Start calling your parents more often. Start taking the trips you dream about. Start doing the things that scare you. Start saying no to obligations that drain you. Start saying yes to experiences that fulfill you. And most importantly, start now. Not next year. Not after this project. Not when you have more money or more time or more whatever. Now. Because I promise you, the perfect time will never come. Life will always be messy and complicated and full of reasons to wait. But if you wait, You'll wake up one day and realize you waited your entire life away. Thoreau said it best. Most men lead lives of quiet desperation and go to the grave with the song still in them. Don't let that be you. I'm 76. If I'm lucky, maybe 10 or 15 more years. Maybe 20 if blessed. Probably less. And I'm okay with that. Because these last 11 years have been the richest of my life. Not because I made more money. Because I finally started living intentionally. Appreciating every day. Prioritizing what matters. I've traveled to places I always wanted to see. Deepened relationships with my children and grandchildren. Pursued hobbies I put off. Forgiven people I held grudges against. Said I love you countless times. I'm happier now at 76, with less time ahead, than I was at 40, when I thought I had all the time in the world. That's the irony. When you understand time is limited, you start to actually live. You stop wasting it. You stop postponing joy. You start making the right time. You have a choice right now, today. Keep living the way you're living, chasing success, putting off happiness, telling yourself you'll make time later. Or wake up. Realize time is running out faster than you think, and the life you're waiting to live needs to start now. I can't make this choice for you, but I can tell you, you don't want to be 76, looking back wishing you made different choices. Don't waste 50 years figuring this out. Learn from my mistakes. Live intentionally. Prioritize what matters. Stop waiting for someday. Someday is today. It always has been. If this resonates, share this video. Tell me in the talking box what you're going to do differently. I have all the time in the world to read them while I sit here alone. I have more truths to share, and not much time left. The clock is ticking. Hope you stay here with me and learn valuable lessons until it's time for me to go. One last thing. What are you going to do with your time? See you soon.